Yo, yo, we live. We are live. What's going on with y'all? I haven't talked to y'all in a few days, at least not live. I think the last live stream I did was teaching about how to get money, how to manifest money. I think that was the last live stream. In today's live stream, I do have some messages to share, just like some updates when it comes to Earth and the energy and whatnot, based upon certain things I've seen in the astral and certain things that I've noticed while talking to some of my friends and while talking to clients, talking to some of y'all. Um yeah, I'm also looking forward to answering some questions since a lot of people have been leaving me comments asking certain questions. Granted, a lot of those questions, yeah, this is not a premiere. Oh, let's put the chat up. Yeah, this is not a premiere. Oh, what the heck? Is my Oh yeah, okay, yeah, y'all can see it. But yeah, what I was saying was a lot of people been asking me different questions. And granted, I've made videos that answer most of these questions. But if y'all have any questions right now, ask them. Yo, what's popping, Red Flame? Hey, what's popping, Kim? What's good? How you been? Yeah. I'm gonna let some more people pull up before I get into like these little messages. This shouldn't be too long of this shouldn't be too long of a live stream unless y'all start turning me up. If the chat get turned and all that, then they will go for a while. But I'm thinking it's gonna be like around an hour. All of them like, hey, I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Yo, what's popping, Tay? Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good, doing pretty good. My birthday is coming up. It's in a few days. So that's what's up. That is what's up. I might go live on my birthday, but I'm probably not going to. I thought about it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So this might be the birthday live stream right here. You know what's up? Greetings from Germany. Yo, shout out to Germany. What's good? I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. Um, just been working on some things behind the scenes. Let me actually show y'all something. Yo, what's popping, Mario? So for all the people, thank you for the early birthday wish. So for all the people that have been wanting to do like some kind of long-term coaching with me, I have been putting together a program, which is really good. Actually, two different programs. I'll be releasing them to the public soon, but I'll pull up the websites for them right now so that way y'all can kind of see what it's looking like. Let's pull that up. So right here is the page for the 1 month spiritual alignment coaching. Um Talks about the purpose of the program, how the coaching works. You fill out this form before your session. Um, Here's how it's structured. So week one's all about discovering your soul's direction. Week two is about building your spiritual foundation. Week three is about embodying your authentic self. And week four is about creating your long term path. Now, by the end of week four, you should be good. But in the event that you're not, well, we have a final integration call. And then when we hit that final integration call at the end of week four, if you want, you could book an extra 2 weeks of coaching where week five kind of heals deeper blocks. Typically, you would only book extended coaching if you feel like you're not going to be able to do this on your own after 4 weeks. Granted, after 4 weeks, you should be good. But if not, there's an additional 2 weeks that you can actually book with me where we'll kind of cover some deeper blocks and how you can gain more mastery and independence inside of your life. Then we have the final completion call. I broke down the pricing down here because some people, might not understand why it's priced how it is. But yeah, the 1 month program is going to be 500. That can be a lot for some people. So I'm not trying to tell you how to book this if you can't afford it. I always say that my YouTube has all the information that you need alone. But if you want my guidance long term, this is great value because this program comes with 4 1 hour calls and then one 15 to 30-minute call. If you booked all those calls separately, it would cost around 805 to 840, but this is only 500. So I broke it down right here. Then we have the 2 week program. It's a bit cheaper, so 285, and it's like a 2 week spiritual accelerator. So like if you want like some quick instant progress, this is what this is for. Um, Week 1 is about how to gain clarity and reconnect with your spirit. Week 2 is building that momentum, and then we have the final integration call about how to actually keep that momentum going after these 2 weeks. This is 285, but if you booked all the calls separately, it would be 435 to 470. Also, with both of these programs, you will have text support from me. So, like if you book the 1 month program, you can text me for a whole month through Telegram, asking questions, getting help during the program and stuff like that. Same with the 2 week program, except with the 2 week program, you have the support for 2 weeks. The 2 week program I think is really good also. Like you could see some quick results really fast. And with all the different things I'm gonna give y'all to do, it's based upon the person that you are, what your goals are, all that type of stuff. Once you have all them practices, just keep on doing them for beyond the 2 weeks and you'll keep on seeing growth. So yeah, that's if y'all want to work with me a bit more long term. I'm not trying to pressure anyone to get that because like you can always just book a single session, always just hop on, Patreon or something like that. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of other things that I offer simply for free, like on YouTube. So if you guys have questions, you guys can also ask them right now too. So you don't gotta wait till the coaching and stuff like that. That's just for the people that really want it, because I know it could be helpful for some people. Um, appreciate you, bro. Just heard that there may be a fake Muslim to fix. Have you heard? Um, I've heard of stuff like that. Not sure how true that stuff is because I haven't seen anything about it, but I've heard about that type of stuff for sure. Yeah, I heard that we have two moons. One is a fake, the other one is real. I've heard stuff like that too. So much love to you, man. Your videos and lives help me from my mind and notes to start young. I'm really happy to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that. Actually, I'm really, 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 really happy to hear that. Yeah, because that's what it's all about, bro. Um, really just help y'all to feel more connected with yourselves, not feeling limited and bound to the matrix and all these other things. Um, I'm really glad to hear that from a person who has worked. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've enjoyed our sessions too. I want this just very bit. It's all good, bro. I'm gonna release it probably like in the next few weeks, something like that. And yeah, but I'll get started with some of the different things that I wanted to say. So, pretty much, I titled this. Let me see the exact title real quick. I think it was like, don't tell me, y'all. I remember. I'm gonna check my notes. What that title this again? Um, what the heck's the title of the live stream? Why is my brain blanking like this right now? What the Earth is going through massive healing, something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I said that the Earth is also shifting. Now, here's why I'm saying these things, right? So I've noticed that a lot of Fey beings were coming up for me and other people, like nature spirits, elemental beings, and whatnot. And I was wondering what the heck was up with that. Um, I mean, like, those beings are always around, of course, but like they were coming up a bit more. I'd have certain clients that are openly working with the Fae. Some were doing it consciously, some were doing it unconsciously. Um, But then over time, like I was talking to my boy Cash yesterday, and Cash was peeping it also. And then I was talking to another client yesterday who was doing certain things on the planet that was tying into what this message is about, which is how the earth is going through a form of healing and humans are learning to get back in alignment with the planet and the elements and whatnot. And a lot of these nature spirits are coming out to kind of reclaim their territory. So think about it like this: people want higher beings to come to Earth, people want to experience higher beings physically. And I understand that. That's dope. However, ain't no higher beings coming if the Earth is still very ghetto. So when it comes to these elemental spirits and these fae beings, these nature spirits, they're like the first kind of beings that people are going to start interacting with more and having closer connections with, mainly because working with those elemental beings, those nature beings, working with these beings is going to help humans to realign with nature, realign with the elements, and they'll be able to help these beings take their territory back to the point where, for example, a lot of humans, they'll go inside like a forest and they'll just like throw their trash and stuff like that. They marking up the trees, drawing hearts with K plus J inside of it and stuff like that. Um, but as more people go into nature, the Fae might do things like encourage people to not throw trash inside their forest. Or if the people do start doing those things, they might have something negative happen in the forest. Nothing too crazy, but like you might throw a bag of chips on the floor and now you can't find your car keys. You know what I'm saying? They're doing stuff like that. Fae like to be funny and tricky, especially like because not all nature spirits are just like, I love you and I'm gonna help you. Nah, some of them can be like, get the fuck off my land, you know? That's the real thing. You gotta understand territories and know where you're going. Most people, if you're in alignment with your spirit, you only get guided to go to places that accept you anyway. So you don't got to worry about no phase messing with you. But a lot of people that have been disrespecting nature, certain fey beings might have certain things to say about that. Other people, y'all might go into a forest and just have this urge to start picking up trash, and then as a result of helping out the forest, you notice that like the next few days of your life feel very whimsical and magical. You have no idea why. It's probably that Fey energy. Um, yeah. So really connecting with the elements is that's like a thing right now. Some people might have felt more drawn to connect with the different elements like water, air, fire, earth. You know, if you've been feeling that draw, it's not for no reason. As we connect with these elements, we learn to live in alignment with them, and we also learn to have some kind of mastery over the elements. Imagine when humans get to a point where if there's a drought, it doesn't matter because we could just call the person that's very tapped in with the water spirits to help bring some rain or something like that. You know, that is a place that humans can get to. And cleaning, it's like right now, there's like, it's like returning Earth back to its original state. And as Earth returns back to its more original state, higher beings feel more welcome to come here. It's kind of like with the whole bringing heaven to earth thing. It's like we're preparing the land, so to speak. So I've been noticing that. That's been pretty dope. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Um, yeah, real quick. I've heard that the elements could be a high part. Exactly. Yeah, dragons are like guardians of the elements. And I was talking about how they were returning a few weeks ago. Yo, shout out to Australia. I was talking about that a few weeks ago about how ancient dragon bloodlines are returning to the earth. Dragons are a big part of this preparing the land, cleaning up certain territories, because in fact, during times like Lemuria, ancient Mu, and stuff like that, you had more dragons that were active on the planet, actually shaping the lands, until you had like the fall of Lemuria and stuff like that, and like the rise of Atlantis and time periods like that. That's when you started having the ice wall get put up, and that's when a lot of dragons stopped interacting with the main lands that we're inside of right now, and they went beyond the ice wall. Um, yeah, but yeah, the dragons are a big part of that. Real quick, I do want to say that I see that there's 20 people inside here, but I only got 9 likes. Now you know what I'm gonna do. Try and like that video for your boy. My birthday coming up. It's like a little birthday gift. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even ask you to cash at me. I just asking for a like. I ain't even asking for a super chat or a PayPal. I'm just asking for a like for the early for an early birthday gift. You know what I'm saying? I see we got 20 people, 11 likes. Can I get them extra 9 likes? I get it. Y'all don't like being told what to do. I understand, but I'm not trying to bully nobody. It's not like that. I'm just trying to say, hey, can you support your boy? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking for. Okay, since as above, so I think it means so below. We are also releasing the trauma in this body, and say you waste some life, energy, and fluid. How can you further unalive the part of yourself, and we mineralize your body after? What do you? I will say with the releasing trauma in the body part, that's the thing. You know, like as the earth heals, we're gonna heal, and there could be a lot of stuff getting brought up inside you to heal. But I don't get what you mean with this last part. Say you waste some life, energy, and fluid. How can you further unalive that part of yourself? And do you mean like get rid of the part of yourself that is wasting life energy? And did you mean say remineralize your? So are you saying like okay, like let's say that you wasted your life energy, how can you get rid of the part of yourself that likes to do that, and how can you revitalize yourself after losing life energy? Is that what you mean? If that's the case, I have a whole entire video, because the way that you describe that sounds like wasting life energy and fluid. Like you talk about busting nuts. You talking about busting a nut, my friend? You know what I'm saying? Talk about busting a nut. First things first, I'll say is that don't feel ashamed for busting nuts. It happens to people. But I did make videos about no, why did bro delete his message? I was gonna read that. Anyway, um, I made videos about dealing with like sexual energy and desire and stuff like that. So that would help you with quote unquote killing it. I'd say don't see it as a part to kill, but see it as a part to overcome. Like if you just stop being so focused on things like intercourse and whatever, like your brain quickly shifts off. It turns off those parts of your brain that want to have intercourse and turns on other parts of your brain. And then how do you like revitalize? Eat energizing foods, fruits, smoothies, and shit like that. Get sunlight, pranayama, qigong, stuff like that. I would say do that. But I did make videos on YouTube about this. I'll just post them up right now for y'all to see real quick. For sure. For sure, Ski. Yeah, any questions y'all have, definitely feel free to ask, because I really am looking forward to answering questions today, because I used to always answer questions in the comments, but bro, like so many people comment now. I'm not about to do that. Especially like I said, especially when I already made a lot of questions people ask me, bro. I already made videos about it. I get it. A lot of people are new to me, um, and that's on purpose, because I've been making specific videos that I knew would get like a good amount of views. Like for example, how the universal construct was created. I knew that this video would hit 1,000. Um, how to access higher places while being inside the body. I knew that would hit 1,000. You know, so I get that there's new people seeing me, but before people comment, I just wish that they would actually listen to what I say in the video, because in the video I'll tell people like, hey, if you want to know more about this, check out my playlist on my YouTube that talks about this. Some questions I haven't always covered. So for those questions, I'd love to answer them right here. So let me pull up. I can't have y'all seeing that. Let me let me pull it up like this. This better? Nope, because y'all can still see my revenue on YouTube. All right, let me pull it up a different kind of way. I'm trying to show y'all the videos I did about like sexual energy and whatnot, but doing it on YouTube Studio, y'all can see all my stats and shit. We not about to have that. We not about to have that. All right, cool. Cool. So I made this video, you know what I'm saying? Um let me do a space with Genie Dot. See if it makes sexual energy Genie Dot. Or let's just do sexual Genie Dot. YouTube, this is not inappropriate. I'm trying to help. Damn, straight. It popped up so much quicker on my actual YouTube studio. It's kind of blowing me. Okay, yeah, there's this video. This is really old though. 3 years ago. Young Genie. Yo, I be watching my old vids sometimes. I was speaking back in the past. I ain't gonna lie. I talked about this, how to overcome lust. Um, I forgot about this video. Holy crap. And this video too. Holy crap. Talked about this video, Urges of Desire, how to overcome that. There's way more. Yeah, there's this video. Talked about sexual energy and stuff like that. Lust, yeah, how to overcome it. Talked about that. Uh, yeah, I'm sure that there's actually more, but I think the vid y'all seen was good enough. I bet. I bet it up then. Bet it up then. Hey. I'm getting a phone call. I'm not gonna answer that. Let's look at these comments. Yo, Jeannie, would you recommend the book? Would I recommend it? It depends on what you're trying to learn. Um, I'd recommend that book if you want to understand like Hebrew culture and just like what those kind of people believed and stuff like that. I don't think it's like a necessary read though, you know. It's just it's a cool mythological history book that can give you insights if you're reading it properly. Bro, I have been traveling, and when I do, I tell people around me that I'm traveling, and we could all do it. So I get freaked out, but a lot of times there's characters. LOL. Yeah, that happens for sure. Some beings like there's beings that live in the astral plane as if it's physical, you know, where like they're not flying and stuff like that, but they're fully in the astral and they just live like that. Yo, what's poppin', Yahoo? Will yoga be similar to do to qigong for? Depends on the form of yoga that you're doing. So yoga is a whole entire system, not just one thing. Yoga is not just stretching. Yoga, there's different forms of yoga. So when it comes to doing stretches and poses, that's yoga of action, right? You're actually manipulating your body to align with certain energies, you know. But yoga is a system that helps you unify back to your true self and back to the divine. Now, you do have life force cultivation yoga. That right there would deal with qigong. Qigong is technically a form of yoga. It's a form of what the Egyptians called serpent power yoga, aka Arat Sekem. Um, so yeah, like yoga, serpent power yoga or life force cultivation yoga, that is how or that's how qigong is tied into yoga because qigong is a form of life force cultivation yoga. And for revitalize now, as far as raising the vibration of the body, you can have a whole bunch of energy and not be vibrating that high because your vibration is based upon your awareness also. Like if you're not aware of higher perspectives, higher truths of reality, you can only vibrate so much. You have a whole bunch of energy, but that energy is not vibrating high at all. um if I waste life energy, I can't feel the energy in my spine anymore. But if I go outside and chill, especially if it's windy or if the AC is on, I feel like I feel energy in my spine again. Then I think I remember one video you said people could like alchemize air to energy or something like maybe I'm jumping, but I don't. Nah, yeah. When you go, nature will revitalize you really quickly. There's energy all around you right now, but the energy is more pure when you go outside for sure. And when you are in the grass, getting sunlight, winds blowing and stuff like that, you're tapping into nature. You can revitalize very quickly. I've been trying to catch up to your visits a lot, LOL. That breath work. Yeah, got to do that breath work. Yo, what's popping? What's popping, Jade? I haven't seen you before. What's popping? Do you think slash believe our zodiac sign affects the experience of OBE? I'm an Aquarius. It can in the sense that when it comes to your birth chart, beyond just your zodiac sign, because what you call your zodiac sign, that's just your sun sign. You have several different signs, right? Your birth chart can essentially give you a certain kind of personality, and based upon the personality that you have, it might be easier or harder to leave your body. For example, with my birth chart, I'm actually not supposed to be good at leaving the body. You see, my abilities deal more with teaching, being a really quick and witty thinker, having like a very expansive mind, and being able to believe in myself and allow my belief to manifest my reality. Now, I say this because although my birth chart is because the reason why, based upon my birth chart, I would not be good at leaving the body, it's because my mind would be too active. In fact, this is why as a kid, I almost got diagnosed with ADD, attention deficit disorder. The only reason I didn't fully get diagnosed was because when I started the process, I was in my old school. And in that old school, I had a lot of friends there. I'm talking all the time, not paying attention in class. But at some point I transferred schools. So now I'm inside this new school, and the psychiatrist was giving the teachers like different questions to answer about me. And since I didn't have anyone to talk to, I was very quiet in class, just paying attention. So because of that, the teachers were like, "No, he's very well focused. He pays attention." So because of that, I didn't get diagnosed. But my mind can be very active. I could be thinking a million thoughts at once. Like that's why even when I talk, I can stutter, or like I'll have to stop, or like my words, it's like my brain will be thinking faster than my mouth can actually move, you know? And having that overactive mind can hold you back from leaving the body because you need to be able to focus and actually stabilize your awareness. Even with those odds stacked against me, I can now leave my body pretty well, you know? So your birth chart can give you like different predispositions for what you're naturally good or not good at, but these are skills that you can develop regardless. Just got to, hey, I appreciate that. That's what's up. I'm glad that you're here and that you subscribe. For every night, it's sometimes I get like 4 Bs in one night. I don't practice doing it by that. By the way, it's registration, but as 11 questions a little while, bro. Yeah, it could be that which is the person that you are, with the kind of mind that you have, the energy that you have, and stuff like that. You might just be naturally gifted when it comes to OBEs. Typically, people that have a lot of OBEs naturally, it's because number one, they're able to maintain awareness even when falling into deep states of consciousness. So like whether it's because they're just thinking about things all night, or they're just like not really caught up with their character too much, like for some reason some people can simply just stay aware as they fall into deep states. Also, people that tend to externalize their awareness, people that are very focused on their environment, especially as they fall asleep. Let's say that you were a kid that had to always be on the lookout for your parents coming inside of your room because you were trying to hide the DS under your pillow. Because you were so outwardly focused as you fell asleep, with your awareness being externalized, that could lead to an OBE. Um, There's got to be human stars on, but they must be like trauma bonding over their fastness with travel. I'm done. I'm dead. Now I'm sure that there is like human star seeds, like people that are aliens, but that alien has a soul where that soul had a lot of like human past lives. I'm sure that's the thing. My mom told me when I was 18, I'm ADD adjacent. That overthinking shit could definitely set you backwards as a kid. Yeah, it's a fact. One love, one love. Got the same brother, you know. I'm old now. Hey, that's what's up. Y'all twins, ain't it? Same. I always say that. One love. I have ASC, but ain't no jet biggest inhibitor to my OBEs. Yeah, it could be like that. But I would also say that I would also say that you shouldn't let it cripple you because when I almost got diagnosed with ADD, I like when we find out that we have these things, a part of us makes it a part of our personality when it doesn't have to be, you know? Like I was starting to make that a part of I was starting to make that label part of who I was. So I started to exhibit those traits more. Once they said I didn't have it, I'm like, oh, I don't got it. And I just started to try to be more normal. Granted, I still had like an active mind and stuff, but over time I trained that, you know. I've been meditating every single day for over 5 years. So you can imagine that my mind is pretty calm now, you know. Um, so yeah, because think about it like this too. Even though ADHD can be something that is caused inside you off of simple brain chemistry, if you remember that consciousness ultimately overrides matter, mind over matter, as they say. When you understand that, it's like even if you are a person with a certain disposition or a certain setback, you can always overcome that setback and rewire yourself to not exhibit some of the traits of ADHD. I've heard the zodiacs are with realms like one. So I in my Patreon, I have a whole entire it's two videos that were covering one PowerPoint about how the 12 zodiac signs are linked to the 12 planes of existence. Now the planes of existence are different from the realms, but I wouldn't be surprised if the realms were also tied to the zodiac too. But I know for a 100% fact that the zodiac is tied to the planes. Like Aries is the physical plane, Taurus is the etheric, so on and so forth. I broke this down perfectly on my Patreon. And I broke down part of it on YouTube, mainly when it came to Ophiuchus, the 13th zodiac sign, and how that's a symbol of the source. Yeah. Um you could see it in that way, kind of like an archetype. You know, it could get a bit deeper than that too, but that's a basic way to see it. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you also. You know, I'm just trying to be a positive influence to the planet. Have you felt that unconditional love that any people have? Yeah, you know, that's just a natural. That's just your natural state. You know, like your natural, like your natural state is love. It's not like this airy fairy bullshit. You know, it's not like oh, I'm gonna let people bully me all day. Like it's not that. You just care about people. Like when you understand how connected you are to everyone, you genuinely give a fuck about people, even people who do evil things. We don't support those people. We don't support the evil, but we do care about them and we wish that they stopped being evil. Us caring about them is why we don't want them to be evil. Not even just because being evil is some asshole shit, but also it's gonna fuck you up in the end of it anyway. Because at the end of the day, we gonna all pass from this bitch at some point. You know what I'm saying? And the only nigga that's gonna be stuck with that pain is the evil nigga doing that shit. The people that had evil done to them, they'll get over that shit. When we pass, it's like, oh, that person killed me. Who cares? I can't die anyway. But the person who did the killing, you're gonna feel like shit. It's like I like you know what I'm saying? Curious, not curious. Cancer is the mental plane. Some might be like, no, the mental plane's Gemini, but Gemini is actually the astral. Gemini is the twins because the twins are a symbol of your soul forming a character. Your soul forms an image of itself through light. And Gemini is the part of the mind that reflects the soul into a character. But Cancer is the mind itself. See, Cancer is the crab. The crab has a shell. That shell is your mind. It's the source of your emotions, but it's your whole entire inner world, all the information inside of you that you identify with. You see, Cancer also has the claws. The claws are a symbol of attachment, since the mind gets attached to different things, which causes it to have certain emotions that Cancer's experience and whatnot. So Cancer is the mental plane. It's the mind. You go inside the mind, you tap into your whole ancestry, you tap into all your attachments, you tap into the information that's causing certain emotions. You tap into the source of the information which is causing different emotional states inside of your being. All of that. Speak on non-duality. Sure. Yo, what's popping, Jamali? What's good, my guy? Let me read this real quick. I'm gonna read this also. Then I'll speak about this. Everyone said, "Do you appreciate for being a soldier and all?" I appreciate you for supporting and being here and recognizing what I do. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here for sure. Yeah, my daughter's about to turn. She says, "I have really interaction and play father's role at this point. It is weird." Yeah, bro. I would love to talk more about that, but I don't got kids, so I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to work with kids, but I was never no dad. At least not in this life. So yeah, facts. Now, as far as non-duality, non-duality is just the realization that duality is an illusion. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. You recognize that you're living in an illusion. When you perceive that there's a me and a you, that's an illusion. That's what non-duality is. Don't gotta be too deep. It's just a natural realization that you have when you tap into at least play number five. You'll understand it with a 4D awareness too, though. Like when you tap into 4D awareness, the mental plane, you could logically begin to think about how you can logically begin to think about how duality is an illusion. Like you can logically get to that conclusion if you understand that, for example, everything is energy. So if you understand that everything is energy, that means if you understand that everything is energy, that means that only energy exists. You know what I'm saying? And that although there's different forms, it's all just one thing, right? So even which is logical thinking, you can understand that. But in play number five, you truly begin to understand it, because now you're tapping in with the soul that is directly perceiving the illusion of non-duality. So yeah. Pisces is plane number 12, the transcendental plane. That's why Pisces can be so transcendental. See, the reason why it's two fish is because there's one fish in creation, one fish outside of creation. Pisces can tap into the transcendental plane, the plane that you access when you're leaving this creation. Not this, I don't mean like this physical, I mean like all of creation itself, right? Like the whole omniverse. That's Pisces. That's why sometimes they can be very irrational because they're tapped into higher planes, but the laws of higher planes do not always function the same when you get into lower planes. So yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Did I skip anything? Man, I never. I mean, yeah, some people don't. Um, It's not a bad thing though, bro. If you feel, because you said, "Damn, okay," like that, like that's a bad thing. Word, cool. Yeah, yeah. Pisces is great though, because if you understand the energy, now you could just know that there's a time to be outside creation and a time to be inside creation. Do both. You know what I'm saying? Just balance it. You'll be amazing. Now you'll be super perceptive to things that no one else can grasp, but you'll know how to also be grounded inside of that understanding. Um, but yeah, with astrology. I would say that if you never resonated, that just means that you may not need to understand your astrology. Astrology can help you a lot, but a lot of people also become too attached to their birth chart and never expand beyond it. You don't have to be bound to how your birth chart says that you have to express yourself. You could always just choose to be different. I tried, but the label first mine is kind of severe. It's affecting my life kind of badly, even before I knew I had it. But I try to equipment. Now I feel you on that for sure, bro. And no. I think it's definitely important to understand when you do have something that might be causing you an issue. It's just that it's like you notice that, and then you simply just do the things to overcome that for sure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm late. No, it be like that, bro. Yeah, YouTube be on be hoeing and shit. Yes, happy birthday in advance, game. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, your birthday coming up is gonna be super duper lit for sure. Thoughts on the realm getting hotter? I'm not sure. People say that it's really hot this summer, but to me, summer's always hot as fuck. So, and people say global warming's a thing. I'm not a scientist, so I can't. I don't fully know, and I haven't had any beings tell me about it. So I don't fully know. I mean, it probably is though. You know what I'm saying? Probably is getting hotter, burning niggas out and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Probably is, but I can't 100% confirm that. Um, where that's what's up, bro. Yes, sir. Forever young. If the astral thought responsive and art, how can you differentiate? Well, this isn't well. Okay, we need to understand that it's not inherently always thought responsive. Like you could think a thought in the astral and nothing happens. So we need to get that part out the way. Um, how do you differentiate? Stop relying on images. It doesn't really matter if you made the image or not because truth exists beyond all imagery. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas love trying to see shit, but seeing shit is. Well, let's pull up the planes real quick. Plane number 3 is the astral plane, right? People love trying to see shit inside the astral, and through the astral plane, you can see how other planes look in a visual way. Understand though that higher planes don't actually have form, they don't have any imagery. The astral plane becomes like a lens that you can use to perceive higher planes though through light. I bring this up because if you want to understand truth, go beyond form. Stop trying to see the truth and instead try to actually directly perceive it through your awareness. Stop trying to always just see the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like the truth exists beyond form. And once you understand that, when you see certain things, you'll be able to actually understand the intelligence behind the form, whether it's your mind or some other mind, whether it's the mind of a being or just the mind of creation itself. And honestly, all beings are just expressions of that one great mind, you could say. I feel I have a hard time keeping up with retrograde type stuff. Yeah. A lot of times I don't really think I feel the effects of others. I ain't gonna lie, retrogrades, dumb shits. I used to make fun of niggas when they'd be like, "Oh, that shit got me," but that shit, Mercury retrograde actually cooked me. And even like when retrogrades happen, I first things first. I forget what I gotta show love to the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Um, I'm gonna take this as like an early birthday present. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all do want to give me a present, bro, like I said, really just like the video, keep supporting me. If you want to do a super chat, that's cool. PayPal, whatever the heck. But honestly, just like the video and keep supporting your boy. I appreciate you for constantly supporting my channel. You always popping out for your boy, and I really appreciate you. And I appreciate all y'all for being here. And for all y'all that be sending super chats, I really do appreciate that for sure. Now when it comes to the retrograde stuff, even when I'm not being cooked by it, I do notice it though. Like although people don't like right here, you say you don't feel affected by transits, they probably are affected. You probably just don't realize it. Like a lot of people don't really fully get how astrology works, so they kind of overlook certain things. But if you like, and this is actually perfect because I was gonna like kind of give some messages that I've just been guided to give, right? And one thing was connecting with the moon cycles. If you were to actually track yourself doing certain transits, you would see that you actually are pretty influenced. I used to be a person. I used to be a person that didn't think I was that influenced either, but I started tracking certain shit, and I can guarantee that everybody feels something. You can begin to exist beyond the influence of astrology, but that happens when you're always living from your soul. And if all humans were always living from their soul, life would not look how it is right now. In fact, certain events happen physically inside of your life because of transits. You know, like that one time that somebody blew your shit. That's just because Mars was square to Mercury. That's why niggas blew your shit that day. That's all that was. That day that you was feeling really fucking sad. Yeah, the moon was just in Cancer. That's all that happened. That's all that happened. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Um, I broke down I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for the early birthday gift. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the super chat as always, bro. You always popping up for your boy too, so I appreciate you, bro. Much love to you. And yeah. The super chats help a lot for the channel, bro. So I always appreciate when y'all send them Jones, like most definitely, bro. Um, as far as breaking down the signs, where's that at? Where's that at? Where's that at? Where's that at? Actually, I gotta scroll up because I didn't answer all these. Hold up. Deep thinking that. Do you believe there's actually an end to this? An end to what? An end to like physical creation or like all of creation itself? Because if you mean all of creation itself, no. Even with the physical creation is gonna always exist, just not in the way that it does right now. But physicality is gonna always be a thing. It's just that as beings evolve in the physical, people in the physical can also perceive higher planes while being in the physical like it's regular. I'm pretty sure I watched. Yeah, this part. Oh, let me answer this. Did the planes tie I mean, numerology is really just understanding the science of numbers, like the meaning of numbers. So, like numbers in general always have numerology to them. Like if there's numbers involved, there's always a science you can apply to the numbers because that's what numerology is. Like, although you have the specific section of numerology, which talks about like life path number and stuff like that. Numerology itself is just the science of numbers, you know? So like you can always begin to study the meaning of numbers, no matter if it's the planes or something else in your life. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. With this, so I did on my Patreon. I broke down all the zodiac signs and how they are linked to the planes. That's on Patreon, and it's also on the school of me and my boy King Cash. Facts. To me, the Ash Plane is the third part episode. LOL, I didn't see that, but shit, if that helps you understand it, I like that. I don't know about solar punk, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm not even into that solar. I don't know what that is, to be honest. It's been so many times I was doing certain shit and it was perfectly in line with the transits with no awareness. Yeah, it'd be like that. Literally, like if the only thing that makes people not act in alignment with the transits is just your consciousness. But even then, when people act out of alignment, you could typically see where in their birth chart that was caused from. Same with being in alignment. Certain transits can benefit somebody but crush somebody else just because based upon your birth chart, different transits affect everybody differently. Um, I'll Google solar plug. I'll do that in a little bit, bro. A lot of times people will be talking about they having such a hard time dealing with whatever trends going on. Me, I'm having a time. Yeah, that part is the part. I used to be on niggas' ass about that shit. Like y'all niggas talking about retrograde fucked you up, nigga. I'm lit as hell right now. I ain't gonna lie, this Mercury retrograde did cook my shit minorly. Like I kept on like my schedule got messed up. There was some other things too. Like I was misplacing stuff. That was frying my shit. That shit was pissing me off. But it was also lit as fuck. Lit as hell. I actually had a very fun experience with my girlfriend a few days ago during these transits, and it was tapping me back into some shit from the past. Super lit. Do you know if the Earth realm will be an option for some currency? No. So okay, so it gets to a point where you can come into physical creation without forgetting who you are. That's like the higher form of the physical plane. You know, it's still going to be a thing. It's just that it's going to be different. It's not going to be how it is right now. The end to thought. There was this quote I heard: "To truly die is to have no thoughts." I forget who said it, but I mean, you could end thought right now if you live from the soul. To be honest, you know this. on topic, but off topic. Like, what's your take about when people say they don't like a particular song, they take it out on people that I think that's really childish and petty. That's like saying I don't like black people because one black guy robbed me. It's like, gang, the white guy gonna rob you too. They just poor. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like niggas don't understand that every single birth chart's unique. Like, no, like unless you are born at the same day and time and all that shit, somebody else, like same place, all that shit, the birth charts are different. You know, like it's like a fingerprint. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that one Scorpio is not the same as this other Scorpio. Niggas be hating on Scorpios, but I fuck with Scorpios. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Scorpios. Yeah, that's just childish shit. Real childish, you know? Let me pull up Solar Punk real quick. Solar Punk. Um so what y'all asking if Earth gonna look like these with it? Possibly. Now, as Earth like awakens more and more, and we have access to more land, there's gonna be literally everything on Earth, like dead ass. It actually already is like that. We just don't realize it. We just don't realize it. Um, the moment you think you create, yeah, I mean you create even before you think though, because you can express your intelligence in ways that go beyond thought. And you expressing your intelligence allows you to create, like how your spirit creates your soul, and how beings in higher planes made lower planes, and those beings existed beyond thought. Yeah. Some of the different things I want to tell y'all real quick. So let me go. Let me check my phone real quick. This like little messages. You know what I'm saying, for the current energy of Earth right now. Let me just check something real quick. That's what I thought, and then I bet. My life got set back 7 years because Miss was Scorpio never again. You know, I definitely did have my experience with a demonic Scorpio. I call her demonic. She's not demonic. But I know, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got my shit cooked. South Node and Ophiuchus, how's that possible? What astrology are you using? Because with most astrology, they don't include Ophiuchus at all. Yeah, what before I even answer, I can still say what that means, but before I do that, where is that coming from? Like what astrology are you using? Because most Jones don't even use Ophiuchus inside the birth chart. Um, oh yeah, this part. Yeah. My past situation that led to crazy awakenings was with a Scorpio for sure. You know what I'm saying? I got mad Scorpio energy though. In fact, one of the reasons why I'm able to tap into like these hidden layers of reality is because of my Scorpio placements. You know what I'm saying? So, in fact, when it comes to Vedic astrology, my rising sign actually is a Scorpio. Now, in Western, it's not Scorpio. In Western, it's a Sagittarius, you know, really expansive. But I got mad Scorpio energy though in Western astrology and in Vedic astrology too. Um, the this way out of conscious. What's your favorite childhood gaming system? I say, probably shit. You know, I'm a YN, bro. So like the oldest shit I know is like an Xbox 360. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. I feel it, bro. Now Scorpio. Now Scorpios are cool. Like one of my boys, his name Donovan. He is Scorpio. The nigga's cool as shit, bro. It's my fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? Um, you got to meet the Scorpios that are aware of themselves. I got us. Yeah. I asked you about like where did that come from? My best is an Aries. My daughter's a Leo. I'm Aquarius. Wow. I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? You know, your boy a Leo and stuff like that. Thoughts on Nine Realms and Asgard? At one period of time, I actually had I was tapping into this a few years ago. Asgard, Nine Realms. Mm. Um, I did visit. There was some I forgot what I was doing when I was visiting these places, but I'll just say that no, like I'll say that the Nine Realms, Asgard and the Nine Realms is just one of many ways to see reality. You know, like the same way that people mention 12 realms and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The Vikings, them niggas did the Nine Realms and Asgard shit. You know what I'm saying? And they really experienced that. Same with like the Hindus and like the 16 locusts or the 16 realms. Um, you know, I do know about Gematria, but people be fucking taking that shit too goddamn far and doing dumb shit with it. You follow astrology to some degree, you know. Every single week on Patreon, I do time council updates where I actually interact with a group of beings that oversee timelines on Earth, and I also read the astrology for the week during those weekly updates. So I follow it to some degree. My favorite all-time movie, I don't know. Um, Nigga, Doctor Strange, everything, everywhere, all at once. I fuck with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. LOL. Word. I did want to tell y'all. Okay, so real quick, I want to bring up kind of like some of the energy that's happening on Earth and just differences to be aware of. So, first thing is that there might be certain things in your life right now that you are walking away from or need to walk away from, whether it's physical things or even just like emotional things, walking away emotionally from certain things, you know. Not letting certain things influence you, not letting certain things influence your emotions as much. Walking away from lower emotions and lower ways of thinking and being. There's the energy of just walking away from lower things right now, and then also learning how to perfect your craft, learning how to actually structure your passions and whatnot, learning how to become a bit more disciplined, and also learning how to stand your ground when it comes to living in your truth and living in your purpose and living in your passion. So be aware of that. Um, that's one thing to be aware of. I'm gonna read this comment real quick. It's different ways to evolve, I know, but how do you know what to detect from to evolve or spin you further? You mentioned meditation today. That's what I started to. I'm on sobriety journey now, but I like PS4. Do I have to get that up? LOL. Um, just depends. If it's holding you back in your life, then yeah. But if not, then you're fine. Like with me, I might play the game. I haven't been playing it recently, but you know, like I got boys who play the game and they be living life good. You know what I'm saying? So if the game's not fucking you up, then you fine. But if it's fucking you up, then maybe walk away from that. But I do want to say, like, when it comes to how to evolve, so there's different kinds of evolution, right? Like you can evolve when it comes to your goals on Earth. Like for example, let's say you want to become stronger and have a better body. You working out helps you to evolve in that way. But even though you're evolving physically, you might not evolve spiritually. When it comes to spiritual evolution, it's more about expanding your awareness into your spirit more. Really just understanding more about who you are as an eternal being, who you were before you came here and who you've always been. Because eternity is eternal. You're still eternal right now. You never went away from that. And the spiritual journey is about expanding your awareness into your spirit more and tapping more into your spirit and actually embodying that more inside your life. So anything that helps you to do that would be spiritual evolution. What's your favorite dish to eat? And do you believe it's your soul's pattern? Definitely not. I like mac and cheese and pizza. I used to love mac and cheese. Now it's not my soul's pattern though. Um, I mean, when it comes to that, I mean, you can like certain foods because let's say you have past lives on earth where you used to love that food, you could love it again now. That's not inherently like a soul thing though. It's more like your soul got attached to certain things in its different incarnations on earth and now you have those same cravings. But like your soul doesn't like eat at all. So it doesn't really have like a pattern for food. My favorite dish to eat though, um I only have one. Like like when I became vegan, bro, I stopped having like favorite dishes and shit. I used to love mac and cheese though, but like I recently, like I just mean like rice, spinach with like I make like vegan meat and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing a lot of that. Making vegan breakfast sandwiches and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I've been fucking with noodles, fucking with like a lot of vegan noodles too. You know what I'm saying? Little, you know what I'm saying? That shit been fucking. That shit I've been fucking with that. Um, I used Dreamer to release some trauma I had, turn the imagery or emotions to life, become the observance. That's valid, bro. That's valid. Doing this, yeah, that's valid, bro. Does smoking weed help expand your awareness? It can, but only to a certain degree. Um, what any when it comes to weed, shrooms, any psychedelic and psychoactive substance, right? The word that we need to pay attention to is psyche, right? Psychoactive, psychedelic. It deals with the psyche. Anytime you take these substances, you are expanding your mental awareness, like you are activating different parts of your mind. But let's say that you're like a seven density being. Like let's say that you are a being that has tapped into their spirit. Like you haven't just thought about your spirit because you can tap into. See, when it comes to these different densities, there's also sub densities. Like let's say, like when it comes to 4D awareness, 4D awareness is mental awareness. Now you have 4.7D. That is when you think about your spirit. 4.6 is thinking about your soul's template. So smoking weed might make you think about these different things, but thinking about your spirit is different than embodying your spirit. As you tap into your spirit and actually ground into like 70 awareness, at that point, weed doesn't really expand your awareness. Weed can expand your mind, but that's the limit. Um, with it's like that with every psychedelic. Like even like when you take DMT and like you go to some other like place, that's just the astral, y'all know. Now you can be perceiving higher planes through the astral, but understand that any time that you're having a visual experience, that is the astral, which is below the mental plane. And the reason why you're able to take these substances and go on these crazy journeys is because your mind is expanding to open up to more information, which you might perceive through the astral. So when you take DMT, your mind expands and you might see that expanded information through a visual experience in the astral. But if you want to go beyond 4D awareness and go beyond all that shit, these substances will not inherently help you. They can help you think about, you could think about your soul, think about your spirit, think about these things, but to truly embody these things, you'd have to go beyond these substances. Now, with that being said, I'm not against substances. Nigga, I'll use that shit. I just made a song inside. I just made a song. I'm calling that shit Dottie to Hottie X Purple Gelato. You know what I'm saying? And that when I made that shit, I was off that purple gelato, literally. You know what I'm saying? I got the pack right here. You know what I'm saying? That purple lotto. You know what I'm saying? We got that. You feel me? Potent shit. Now, now I bring this up because although I'm not against it, I am against abusing it. Like I used to abuse that herb, now I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm very intentional with it. And honestly, a lot of the times, like honestly, I'm more likely to have fun off of marijuana than to like try to tap into some shit. Because if I'm going to be honest, bro, I'm at a point now where I could smoke some gas and I'm tapping in and the gas is fucking it up. Like that actually happens. Now, if I want to go like deep into my mind and do some mental shit, I'm gonna fuck with the herb. But I'm a spiritual guy. So I like to engage the spirit, which goes beyond substances. So yeah, just know what you're doing with it for sure. Um Detach your response and thank you. You're welcome. Do you know why we came here? This is a very broad question. Example is generally interested in this one person. Like it just depends on you. Like I know why I came here to Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like I know why I'm here, right? Um, but it's different for everybody. Some people came here to help people. Some people came here to learn. Some people came here because they got tricked into coming here because in a past life because in a past life where they had a different purpose, they weren't that aware. So when they passed away, they got tricked by some being and bring like it's all different kinds of reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's really individual. Like this is not like some universal answer. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to like your first original incarnation on earth, I mean, at that point, you did want some kind of experience, but like even then, even if you wanted to learn, what did you want to learn? You know? Yeah. Now I've never had vegan rasta pasta. The yeah, you're welcome, bro. When it comes to read news, comment, does smoking help some people? Because for me, it makes me more primitive and fear based on my frequency. Why do some people benefit this? I mean, it that this could be layered. So I do something I've noticed is that when you smoke weed, although it expands the mind, it can also activate the etheric body, and it can activate different things stored inside your chakras. Like there was one time when I was smoking weed, and at that period of time I was doing hella work on my root and my sacral. When I smoked, all that shit came up, and I felt more primitive. Not like sexual, wasn't like that at all. It was more like I was very like hyper aware of like people, how they speak, how they might perceive certain shit. Like I was just like I could feel those energies in me activating, like the lower stuff and the higher stuff with those energies too. Um, so it could be because like so like if so let's say that you already have some kind of primitive fear-based frequency inside of you, smoking can actually heighten that, you know? Which is why there was a period of time when I was actually using weed to actually affect my chakras. I wouldn't say that you should do that. I was kind of experimenting because, like I said, I noticed that when I would smoke, that certain chakras became more active and I could feel them better. So I started doing certain work with them, but that was very intentional. If I didn't do that work, I would have acted in lower ways because I noticed that, like for example, that when if I was in this state and I got around my girlfriend, I would feel very impulsive in a sense where, like, if I'm talking to her, I'm not fully processing the conversation and I'm more acting off of like primitive instinct, you know? And it wasn't like inherently good or bad. It's just like I noticed that like I might talk to her in a way that it's like I might pretty much I'm expressing older parts of myself instinctively because I'm just acting off of instinct. I'm not really like thinking consciously kind of a thing, you know? In one of your recent vids, you said when we leave creation, we shed parts of ourselves that don't desire. What are the things that still stay with us from this creation? Um, the soul and beyond. I'll say your memories, you have those, but like the actual ways of expressing yourself, the soul comes with you essentially. I'll say your soul and your memories. But like all those unnatural ways of expression, that shit goes away. Anything out of love does not come with you. Everything that was in love comes with you. The only things that existed out of love which come with you are your memories of those things. Like you could remember that you were being an asshole, but you're not gonna actually be an asshole when you leave the construct. You know what I'm saying? So anything that's outside of love stays inside of here, and then everything that's in love comes with you. I love Mary Cameron. Oh, that's a problem. At least for me. I mean, I ain't gonna be the judge of your life, but if you could only operate in this realm with weed, that's a dependency. And part of tapping in with your spirit is being free from all dependencies. I find that my spiritual practices, especially breath work, yoga, and sun gazing, gets me high in such a clean awareness. My Cameron says, I don't really, yeah, I feel you on that, bro. Yeah, yeah, I feel you on that, bro, because yeah, like doing natural energetic practices and spiritual practices, a lot of stuff that people want from weed, you could get that sober. And that's why I don't smoke how I used to. You know what I'm saying? Um I happen to dream every night I came Well, okay, so if you're dreaming every night but you can't be aware of yourself, that's because you're not aware inside of your life right now. You're acting too much from your character and your waking life right now, and you're not building a continuity of awareness. So that means that that means that you have times in your life right now where you're acting off of like impulse, instinct, unconscious ways. You know what I'm saying? Inside your dreams, if you cannot be aware, that's because inside the dream, you are too attached to your character. So even if the wildest shit happens inside of your dreams, that wild shit seems normal because to the character in the dream, that is normal, you know? But that happens on Earth life right now. You think that certain shit is normal, but really, if you were more conscious, it wouldn't be like getting angry. You know what I'm saying? It's not normal to your soul. It might be normal to the body, might be normal to your character, but to the soul, that's not normal. So when the soul acts off of anger, it's falling unconscious. When the soul can recognize and transmute anger, that takes some level of consciousness. Acting like that will have Acting like that will give you more lucidity inside this life and inside of other realities, like inside your dreams. I got a phone call from trying to catch up on 2XP, but it's crazy. My ex finally moved out this weekend. It was an amicable situation at the middle of, but bro, I feel incarnated. That's just, yo, I'm really glad to hear that, bro. I'm glad you got that energy away from the crib and that you feel more aligned and stuff like that. You know, I'm really glad to hear that, bro. That's really important for sure. Any vids on root and sacral? I don't think I've made vids about that, but I will say that when it comes to your root chakra deals with your sense of security inside yourself, how rooted you feel inside yourself and the world. Um, Sacral deals with being able to feel calm inside yourself. People talk about like sexuality and creativity. That is a part of it, right? Like you are more creative with the sacral chakra, but a big part of it is being able to essentially be at a is it's really about this sense of flow. You're able to flow with yourself and life. Now, sexuality has a natural flow to it. That's why it gets tied to sexuality. Same with creativity. When you're creative, you have to flow with your creativity, right? So the sacral helps you to kind of be able to actually flow with things, lets you get in harmony energetically with certain things, let you be at peace, and let you feel like calm with inside yourself. Could you handle seeing things you see out of body in physical form? Hell yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. As you build that confidence and willpower and solar presence sacral, that primitive feeling styles in my experience. Uh, uh, I wouldn't say solar plexus stops it though. That's not really how that part works. But yeah, if you fix the sacral in the root, certain primitive feelings do go away. But primitive feelings are gonna still be there, just because primitive doesn't mean anything bad, right? Like simply having a sense of drive in your life is primitive. Because your soul, like, is the fact that your body wants to be alive actually keeps you doing shit on Earth. Because if you were like to get fully tapped in with yourself as pure awareness, you wouldn't want to do shit here. Like you would just be observing, and that's it. But your body having primitive urges keeps you alive on Earth and keeps you wanting to actually do certain things, you know? But like the anxiety and shit will definitely go away. Like you won't feel anxious and like if you fix this like the anxiety, that's just a root and sacral issue. If you fix the sacral and the root, you stop being anxious while high. Like people that get paranoid while high, they're just naturally paranoid. Or like they have that inside them, so it activates. But like if you fix those lower centers, you stop feeling that. But certain primitive things will still like the fact that your body's trying to keep itself alive, that's primitive. You know what I'm saying? You could access more of that in a positive way, for sure. You can access the primitive energy in a positive way where like now you actually like have like a sense like now you could smoke weed and feel a drive to do some shit on earth. You know what I'm saying? That's primitive, but it's important for you. Being primitive is actually really, really important for you. A lot of spiritual people detach from like their primitive nature, but that's not always the best. That's why I like Taoism or Taoism because they incorporate both. They'll teach you how to be a god and be a perfect animal. because the body merging with it has a very strong benefit to it in the fact that since your body strives to survive, if you align your survival urges with your purpose, now your body naturally wants to serve the purpose that you gave it, because the body sees it as this is what keeps you alive. This is why you actually have certain monks and enlightened yogis that would give themselves desires, because when they ascended to a certain point, they stopped wanting to be here as much, but because they had a certain purpose, they would use their purpose to keep them alive, and they'll also do things like eat certain foods to make their body naturally want to stay alive and be on earth, because when you ascend to a certain point, you get so detached from the body that you might at some point leave it behind. So that's why certain yogis and monks would do certain things to reattach themselves to the body, like eating food or doing certain primitive things. They would give themselves desires to keep themselves alive on earth, fulfilling their purpose. um you're welcome. Detachment from the love of we, like the LOL. Yeah, like I feel like, it's just balance. You know what I'm saying? If you want to use it on some balance shit, go ahead, but don't be attached to it. It's like that with everything, you know what I'm saying? Hey bug. You calling me a bug? What's popping? Oh, did you mean bud? So if you love doing something that isn't harming others in this creation, like, yeah, yeah, probably. The stuff that you love doing, oftentimes you already did it before. Um, yeah, love all the concentration. You're welcome. Is this real out of body because I can't get one? Yeah, a few seconds. Are you sure it wasn't a dream? I mean, if you think it was a dream, that's up to you, bro. But now leaving the body is real. You could leave your body and see things happening in real time. If you haven't left, you just need to actually better understand how to leave the body and practice accordingly. Like treat I want let me say this real quick. I want y'all to treat leaving the body like working out at the gym. There's people who work out and they see no results because they're not working out properly and they're not dieting properly. Once you fix that shit, you're guaranteed to see results. It's the same with leaving the body. Most people don't actually understand the mechanics of leaving the body and what to properly train. There are several different things that you should develop before trying to leave your body, like calming your mind, stabilizing your awareness, detaching from your senses, detaching from your body, right? Maintaining awareness in deeper states, right? Like in hypnagogia and stuff like that. Most people have an overactive mind. They fall unaware very quickly. Their energy is very low. They're very attached to the body and stuff like that. So, like, of course, they can't leave their body. And got scared. Nah, it probably you if you felt like you left your body, you probably left your body. You know what I'm saying? You probably did. As far as getting scared, the fact that you got scared, that might be the reason why you haven't left again. I'd recommend really working on the root and the sacral for that. Like, you can look up root chakra meditations, sacral meditations. For any of you that are in the Patreon, I put a document inside there, like a whole entire chakra document that can reprogram your chakras for leaving the body. And if you're inside the course that I have for leaving the body, which is wrong thing. If you go to my pay hip and join the course in the Telegram, there's a that document is inside there, as well as like an audio where like somebody in my Telegram actually turned my document into an audio, and you can listen to it. And it's different things that's gonna reprogram your chakras. Um, I had one of my clients, which is who I had one of my clients that was I had one of my clients that was doing it before, then they stopped. They started doing it again, and within like 3 to 5 days, they were getting out their body again. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit works. Of I want to believe this stuff, but how I can't have an experience with them. Okay, tell me what you're doing to tell me what you're doing to leave your body, and I guarantee you, if you're able, tell me everything that you're doing to leave your body, and tell me your main issue. It's not about some people can do it and you can't. You just need to practice. You just need to understand it better and practice better. So let me know what you've been doing to leave your body and what your main issue has been, and let me actually help you live right now. I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you how this OBE shit can really get. So I promise you, bro. Um, the most reason people can't do it is not just because they're not give. It's not because you're not gifted. It's not because other people are special. You know, some people might be more naturally able to leave the body, but there is a method behind this. It's like I said, it's like the gym. You know what I'm saying? If you lifting weights and not getting muscle, it's not because of the weights, it's because of your method. You know what I'm saying? So I need to hear your method and what's holding you back. And I promise you I can help you right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? Normally you'd have to book a OBE advice session with me, but I'm about to give it to you right now, bro. I got you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? And anybody else, if y'all having issues, let me know and I can help y'all out right now. And the best thing about leaving the body is that you don't even have to believe in it. If you just do the right shit, it doesn't fucking matter. That's the best thing about it. Or one of the best things. Have I met a Sasani before? Yeah. Don't remember much about it, but I remember that I was interacting with them for the simple purpose of finding out like what they even were and where they came from. And I actually have a video on Patreon about the origins of the Sasani. Yeah, and most of the time I can't recall the dream right after I wake up, even though I remember it was intense, so I can't recall it. Oh, for this part, since your memory is bad, try doing things like at the end of the day, recall what you did that day. Like think about so like when it's nighttime, reflect on your day, what you did morning, afternoon, evening. Start doing memory recall practices to train your memory better. Yeah, I was curious if souls like smoking weed and roller coasters, etc. You know, mundane stuff like the doing. Well, when it comes to stuff like that, like weed and eating and shit like that, yours that's if you still have those kinds of attachments like that, because it's not like though these kinds of attachments, you'll do these things while still being in creation, right? Like you would do this shit in the astral plane still. Like when you go like beyond the astral and shit, that stuff is not inherently how can I put this? You might leave the construct, but then choose to come back for those things. But like you're not going to be doing this outside the construct. You're going to be doing this inside of space and time. Like all of these things are things that you do inside space and time. So like you would only do them in space and time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Bacopa is great for memory, bro. Got that shit right here. That Brahmi Bacopa. My green screen fucking it up, but yeah, I got that shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I meditate when laying down before bed before I sleep. Well, that's why you're not leaving your body, my friend. You're doing it before. All right. This is what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Gang, if you're trying to leave your body before sleep, that's going to be hard because your body wants to sleep. You see, leaving the body requires mental energy. At the end of the day, without mental energy, you're going to just go to sleep to recover that energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's already mistake number one. Mistake number two, like you said, you just meditate when lying down before sleep, but like what meditations are you doing? Because somebody like me, if I'm going to leave my body, I'm doing very specific meditative practices. I'm doing practices to detach from my senses. I'm doing practices to expand my field. I'm doing different practices. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just like laying there just hoping for something to happen. Like that's not what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So like if you want to get better, first things first, don't just do it before sleep because you're probably gonna go to sleep because your mind needs to sleep, right? I recommend if you're gonna if you can do it, maybe I would say like let's say you get 6 hours of sleep, 4 to 6 hours, you could do it after that. Although be aware of the fact that if you are tired, it's harder. People love trying to say when you're tired, leave your body, but it's like if you don't have mental energy, you might be cooked. The wake back to bed method can work, but at some point your mind will begin shutting you down. I had a client go through this. Their method was the wake back to bed stuff, and I told them a while ago that yeah, like you can do that, but at some point your brain might stop it, and that's exactly what happened to them. I told them what to do. Practice these practices, do these things. They started getting out of body again. And they're getting out of body really quick now. In fact, they just hit me up talking about how while going to sleep, in the hypnagogic state, it's like they was already in the image. Like they were damn near about to leave the body as soon as they closed their goddamn eyes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, your method needs to change for sure. Your method got to change, bro. You gotta. I recommend like I said, you could do wake back to bed if you get like enough rest, like 4 to 6 hours, and then try it. You can also, after you wake up, like for good, right? Maybe like 6 to 8 hours after being awake, try to leave your body. Like if you take naps, try leaving the body during nap time, you know? So yeah. I want to read this real quick. Yeah, like meditating before bed can be good for lucid dreaming if you're doing meditations for actually keeping yourself aware as you fall asleep. Now with Cash astral projecting by just going to sleep, that's because he's trained himself to be lucid in his dreams, and then he started going beyond his mind to go out of body. Like that does work, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't only just meditating before going to sleep. Like he was doing things in real life to train himself for lucid dreaming. Then as he became lucid inside of his dreams, he started going beyond his mind. He just did dream yoga. And this is where you start getting the lines, and this is where lines get blurred between dream yoga and leaving the body, because both of these are just two different doorways to the same place. um yeah, I don't consider them different at all. Reason being is because when you're out of your body, you're in your astral body. Like to leave your body, you have to be in your astral body, then go to the astral plane. Like OBEs are a form of astral projection because you're using the astral body. Now, when it comes to dream yoga and shit like that, right? And this is why I actually like to study like where these things come from. Because when you study, it becomes super duper clear. Um, we're leaving the body, right? You're actually seeing your astral body come out your physical body. When you dream, you're in the astral plane, but the astral layer of your own mind. But if you go beyond your own mind, guess what? Now you're tapping into the astral plane beyond your mind. So whether you saw yourself float out of body or you saw yourself just be in a dream that go beyond your dream, you still got to the astral plane. You got to the same location, just different ways of getting there. You know what I'm saying? People were asking today at the end of school about Justin better, and he's just go to sleep and beat her was more. Yeah, yeah, like that's because that's what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I don't. I taught. If you guys have my Astro Mastery course, which you do, I do mention stuff like that, like instant projection. How like with me, I could set an intent to go somewhere, go to sleep, and I'll dead ass just go there. Like I've trained myself for that. Like that is a real thing you could do. You know what I'm saying? And you are out of your body when that happens, you know. It's just a different way about going about it. Like you don't, like when it comes to leaving the body, you don't have to see yourself come out of body. Doesn't matter, because you have like monks and masters who would just close their eyes and just be somewhere instantly. Whether you just close your eyes and just projected there instantly, or whether you just laid down, floated up, then went there, you still got to the same place. Like because you're still in the astral, using the astral body. Just you just engaged it in a different way. That's the only difference. You know what I'm saying? Let me go up a little bit more though. I've been sitting in my etheric body a lot. I just gotta work on detaching and not caring if I leave because I keep thinking about what my stress be able to see reptilians something. Yeah, just chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Work on your. I'm gonna keep. Yeah, this is a big one. Work for this. Work on your root and your sacral. When you work on the root and the sacral, you feel calmer and you'll feel more stable and grounded, and you'll be able to just transition without being overly excited or being scared either. Um, have you got a community where we can connect? So for free, I do have a Discord. It's all kinds of people inside there. So the link's down below for that. Go to my link tree, join the Discord. When it comes to astral projection, if you have my astral mastery course, that comes with getting access to my astral mastery telegram for sure. Um, yeah, yeah. I feel it, bro. Cause like the way that I explain shit, I get deep with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I really study shit. Like I don't check. Like although I love learning out of my body, I'm not one of those people who's like, You can't read books. I think that that actually holds you back. Why the fuck wouldn't you look at people who've done this shit before you? Like when you're about to work a job, like, and they teach you how to do your job, and you're like reading shit for your job. You're just looking at what people in the past did and how you could do that also. I don't get why we don't treat these abilities the same exact way. I don't get that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like when you study this, you find out what's really happening, you know? So yeah, like there's all different kinds of ways to get into the astral, you know? At the end of the day, it's all astral projection. Even like remote viewing, that's just like one of like the beginning forms of it. Like with remote viewing, you are projecting your awareness into the astral. It's just that you're not fully asleep. Like you're partially here and partially there. So you are partially astral projecting. You are remote viewing. You are perceiving the astral while being awake. If you were to just fully fall asleep and then fully go inside that image, now you'd be fully out of body. You know what I'm saying? But it's still all astral projection, just different levels of astral projection. And that's the thing people don't understand. People don't understand how broad that term actually is because they don't even know what the term means. People don't even know what the astral plane actually is. People just say the astral plane don't know what it is. People just say the astral plane don't know what it is at all. Like, then this is why with the other side, like the astral plane is just the plane of light. The other side is the other side of the light spectrum. I know people like saying that it's physical, but let's just do a simple thought experiment. When you leave your body, even if you leave your body and you project into real time, you are in your astral body in the astral plane. You're just perceiving the physical plane from the astral plane. Now, things will things will be solid. Things will feel dense because light has density. Light can be solid. However, it's not inherently physical. How do we know this? Well, how about you leave your body, go to a bank, get a whole bunch of money from that bank. You could touch it and everything. You could, it's gonna feel more real than actual money. And then bring that money back to your house. When you wake up, it's not gonna be inside your house because you weren't actually touching physical money. You were touching light-based money. It still looks like money, feels like money, but it's not made out of physical atoms. You know what I'm saying? Same with how you leave your body, even if you're in real time. If you open the door, niggas don't see the door open in real life. If you knock over an object out of your body, niggas don't see that shit fall in physical reality. Now, you can get to a point where you can interact with physical objects while being out of your body, but you only are able to do that if you leave your body and then use your light body to condense it into a physical body and then push it over. Like you can manipulate things in the physical plane from the astral plane, but you'd have to condense your astral body into more physical matter. You see? Right. I think I sometimes regress to how I first learned about OBE versus by people like, but your Ryan C doesn't consider them different. Yeah. Ryan, because Ryan also studies once again. He's been doing this shit for years. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get it. Bro. Like a lot of people came in through a specific person who likes to make it seem like OBEs are different from astral projection, and he only does that because he wants to have more authority. So that's why he'll say shit like, what I'm doing is not astral projection. This is a OBE. It's more real. Things are physical, whatnot. Because when people hear that, it seems more tangible. But when you actually understand what different terms literally mean, you start knowing what's actually happening. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like people like Ryan, he's another person that understands it because he actually like the stuff that I study with these different set of masters, he also studies that stuff too. Zen and all that, like we study the same shit pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we have some separate things that we are into, right? But like when it comes to leaving the body, we pretty much understand the science in the same way. Because this is a metaphysical science for sure. For sure. Let me go back up though. Have you expressed dominion in creation? Animals, fire. Do you mean like having control or influence over certain things? Because I have been able to affect the weather. I have manipulated candle flames. Um, One thing with my cat, when the cat gets real, like let's say I'm trying to go to sleep and the cat's meowing, I'll just use my field to make the cat be quiet. Like I'll extend my field, put the intent of be quiet, and the cat decides to be quiet for real. Um. So yeah, yes sir. Yeah, I become a little more aware in my dreams before I meditate before bed. Yeah, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Um, how do you get full continuity permeance throughout lifetimes? Jenny, tell me how to. Do you mean like how do you keep one continuous stream of awareness from past lives into this life into next lives? If that's what you're asking, essentially just become aware of your soul and always be aware of your soul. What meditation do I need to do to get it depends on what. So once again, leaving the body has different stages, right? Depending on what your issue is, you need to do different things. So for some people, they need to do meditations where they are detaching from their physical body, they're detaching from their senses. Other people should do meditations that are focused on stabilizing their awareness. Some people do meditations that are for quieting down the mind. It really just depends on what specific, see, like leaving the body is a combination of different skills, right? So, depending on what skills you need to develop in order to leave your body, that's going to determine what meditations you actually do. I don't know, but I don't really know about the World Cup or care about the World Cup, to be honest. Are poacher guys condensing their astral bodies? Yeah, essentially. Well, like a lot of a lot of these negative entities, they live, you could say, in the etheric plane, or they live in the astral layer of the etheric plane. That's important because the etheric plane is a bridge between the astral and the physical. So yes, what they're doing is condensing their energy to affect the physical. When one astral projects, what are the positive and negative things to expect? Nothing at all. You don't expect anything. Um, yeah, because it really just depends on the person. Like if let's say you're a person, right, where you grew up in a nice household, never been bullied, everything's been given to you, you always feel constantly supported and stuff like that. When you leave your body, your experience is gonna be like that. Versus like somebody else, if you lived in the hood all your life, it was fucking shootouts, grimy ass niggas, you getting robbed and shit like that. When you leave your body, you're gonna probably see shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The things you can expect are whatever the fuck you expect right now. So I advise that you expect nothing and just explore without any expectations. And if you are going to expect something, expect that you will be safe and taken care of, even if you're in a low vibrational situation. For sure. For Shelsky. I even hear these messages. So another thing for the physical world right now, right? Um, is that let me do something really quick. All right, yeah. Another thing when it comes to like the physical energy right now is that a lot of people are building more authority inside of themselves, building more authority in their life, and starting to actually build the foundations for further security inside their life and further abundance, whether it's financial security, physical security, resources, emotional security, and stuff like that. There's a sense of authority returning back inside of people and people building certain foundations for more stability inside their life. But there's also a warning to look out for conflicting desires and conflicting energies. Some people might want to do many different things at once, and it's recommended that you focus on one thing and really build that one thing. Once you do that, you'll be able to fully gain the stability that you want inside your life and fully actually take action towards this one goal and actually have it manifest inside your life in a real way. Wanted to mention that. Wait, go back to your pet. Are you trying to talk to? I know the communication is also in mind, but clearly okay. Has something to tell you? Can you shut them LOL? And yeah, so I do try to talk to it now. Um, Me and my boy Cash have been recent because so I've had this cat for a while. Really, it was my girlfriend's cat, right? But we live together, so now it's my cat too. And I've had it for a while. We've had it for a while, and I've always tried to like interact with it. But recently, I saw this animal whisperer on Instagram who was talking to cats. I'm like, let me try that shit. 'Cause I could talk to spirit guides. Let me try to talk to a cat, right? And then Cash has recently got these two new cats, and he has been talking with his cats also. When it comes to the cat, yeah, I've been able to better communicate with it. And it really like with the field thing, it's more like an energy. And it's very interesting because when I would make the cat be quiet, it's like I had to like project that energy onto it. Like, hey, be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I would start getting relaxed and start drifting off, it's like my field wouldn't have that stable intent and the cat would start doing it again. So I had to like push it back out and stop it. Like it was really interesting doing that. Um, but yeah, like I'm able to like I could I'm able to understand my cat in these very like intuitive ways. Like I kind of know what it wants and I know what it needs. Um, yeah, that's where I'm at with it right now. When meditate, now I feel energy move. Sometimes I was near going out, but I checked out, got too excited. Yeah, y'all gotta yeah, a lot of y'all get to it. Y'all gotta calm down, y'all. Root chakra and sacral. I'm telling y'all, it'll keep you calm and stable and shit. You won't get excited or scared. That's why I stopped into the soul trap content. I don't want them my front load my experience. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. How does watch my video about it? I don't, I don't, I ain't gonna get into this right now, but I have a whole video about Western versus Vedic astrology. In fact, it might be. Let me check my playlist real quick. Do 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 do. Would y'all want to hear a new song that I made? Dottie Tuhati X Purple Gelato. Would y'all want to hear that? I might play it for y'all. Let me check my Jones real quick. Structure of reality, videos. It's not inside here, I don't think. So let me add it. Vedic. All right. So I made a video called Western Astrology versus Vedic Astrology Simplified. I explained how it worked and stuff like that. And you can find that video inside of a playlist on my channel that is called Structure of Reality. I'm about to add another video to that playlist called It's Not the Age of Aquarius because it's not the age of Aquarius. People just be saying that, don't know what the hell they're talking about, to be honest. But yeah. All right, back to the comments. I recently had an OBE and taller blue skinned, pale eagle headed masculine being appeared and had a total divine. Sound like a blue avian, bro. just stood there, huh? That's hilarious. Now, that's like a blue avian. That's need more spiritual to this millennial stuff in depth because it's popping up more and more. Yeah, bro. Honestly, like a lot of people right now in their life, they feel trapped. So why would they not say that outside their body too? You know what I'm saying? It's like, LOL, right? I'm sure your cat was trying to taste, or they play a lot too. Now with the meowing shit at nighttime, it just be because they're like the cat be bored, they want to be let out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit be like, let me out, let me out. It'd be like that. You ever played in Minecraft like world? There was one time I had an experience. I wasn't fully lucid inside it, but I left my body and I was experiencing a lifetime beyond the ice wall. And I it was weird because it felt like I was in a Minecraft game. That was really like I'm not saying that Beyond the Ice Way it looks like Minecraft, but if it felt like I was in Minecraft though, it was really weird. But I bet I'm gonna play the song. I'm about to use the bathroom now. Play the song real quick. While I'm in the bathroom, ask questions, like the video and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Comment y'all shit, and I'm gonna be right back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just take a little waz. You feel me? All right, y'all, I'm coming back. I'm back. I'm back. Mm. I'm gonna put my song right now for sure. If you get hurt in astral battles, what happens? You might if you think it's gonna hurt, you're gonna feel pain, and you might wake up with a scar on your body, but it's not guaranteed that's gonna happen. Um, yeah. You might feel drained also when you wake up, like you have no energy. Common avians will just teach you all about reality, pretty much. Like Blue avians will give you higher insights and ground it into your physical experience, you know. But let me get to the song, and I'll answer more questions after I play the song. Yeah, feel me? I wrote this John like an hour. Let me get it real quick. Let me get it. Shout out my boy Sharon. He made the beat. My boy Sharon, Astro Ron Deity. Y'all can look him up on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? How I bust in the room, my energy strong and it's going like boom. How I get to the money, as I got the bills and I do about two. And I fuck with the threes, I'm getting this bridge and it bounce on my knees. Yeah, I'm the ruler of crib, they got royal, I'm feeling supreme. I'm the head of the school, walking around, but I feel like a dig. Man, these niggas is jugging, they sniffing the coke and popping the bees. Nigga, I was never an addict, walking the spirit is all that I need. Yeah, I be in the astral. No, these niggas don't see what I see. You know that I live my body. I feel like I got no, they niggas can't stop me. You know that I move with fire. That's why they calling me Daddy too hottie. When echo, I put out the shit or down, the spirits just started just flocking. No, I'm not fucking with evil, but if you talking crazy, ancestor up pop you. I'm pressing their buttons like they is a bobby. They is not seeing the truth. My third eye is open. I'm using my optics, and I be spilling their tea. I'm the nigga that's just gonna clock it. Feel like I'm running these beats. I'm talking about shit, you know, I'm gonna pop it. Feel like I'm spitting that fire. These niggas be talking. These niggas is liars. Watch how I talk in the spirit. My energy flowed. I vibrate higher. I'm already fulfilled. Fuck is you talking about having desire? I just be living in purpose. I never working like I retired. Rolling that bitch like a tire. Fuck with the culture. I gotta do buyer. Look at the link in my bio. Go to the YouTube. It's like a free trial. Everything moving in spirals. Times a cycle and I got the dial. That means that I'm better than time. Times the first to moving the line. You know that I'm all about prime. I'm dropping the wisdom. I'm dropping them dimes. You know I be smoking that gas. The purple gelato. That shit got me fried. Busted shit like a needle. Getting this knowledge. I don't even try. But I've been forced to feed. I'm giving this knowledge just right to my people. Niggas be moving wherever you talking the truth. They try to delete you. I want the buck with the heavy, don't get in their business. These niggas be messy. But I'm not running for smoke. You talking that shit to my niggas start pressing. I'm on the bottom of the Pope. Now all the religions that started to stress it. I used to be selling that dope. Now it's our culture to give out the lessons. I never ran out of hope. Now my life I just start seeing blessings. You like that? Clock it. Astro bars, yes, sir. Yeah, I can spit a little bit, just a little bit. I can spit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I be spilling AT. I'm the nigga that's just gonna clog it. Yeah. Are there ways for one to find their calling slash purpose in the physical world? Yeah, just do what you want to do. Yeah, this is one of those things. I have a whole video about finding purpose. This is one of those things that people really overcomplicate. When you have a purpose, you just have a reason for doing something, right? So find out the reason why you want to do certain shit and then just do it. Like that's how you find your purpose. What do you want to do and then do it? Now, when I say what do you want to do, I don't mean what do you want to do because other people told you to do it. I'm not saying that. Like, what do you as a soul actually want to do? Find out who you are, then find out what you want to do. That could all be done through contemplation and meditation. But yeah, I have a video that's called Discovering Life's Purpose. Let me pull it up on the actual YouTube website because on my studio, I can see all my goddamn stats. Life purpose genie dots. So this video right here, I talk about discovering life's purpose. Right here, aligning with your soul's purpose. There's that also. This can help with that also. I forgot I made this video 3 years ago. I feel like there's another video I did though that's a bit more recent, but I could be tripping. This might be the recent video right here. I feel like there's another thing. There's this video right here too. Let me see. Find your purpose. I could have sort of was one more vid, but those will be good enough. Y'all already saw enough. You know what I'm saying? Blue avians are known for having higher knowledge and grounded get to human experience. They could also make timelines too. Clock it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I heard almost all ET races these days work harmoniously or without conflict with another. What do you think about this theory? When it comes to the ET races that most people know about, that's pretty much true, mainly because they've been alive for so long that they've already gotten over these issues. A lot of ETs do work pretty harmoniously nowadays. Not all of them though, but like most of them. You know what I'm saying? You flowing, I appreciate you. I appreciate. Yeah, shout out to Ron Deity. How do you feel about Vipassana? I don't know what this is. Let me look it up real quick. Don't know what the heck that is. What's up? Huh? You go ahead. Let's see what this is. So it's like a silent retreat. That's what's up. I'd practice this shit. I would do it. I would do it. I've noticed some people say that higher states are boring. In your opinion, do you think that astral from the higher planes? It can be, because if you're truly in higher planes, like I said, you could perceive higher planes through the astral. But if you're truly in higher planes, in some planes, you're not really doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So the astral can be seen as pretty fun. I wouldn't call them inherently boring. Higher states can be seen as boring to the human mind, but like when you're actually like in the state beyond the mind, it's not inherently boring. But you might still want to do more shit than just existing. You might want to actually like experience your existence as a being, as having a form and stuff like that. Find me a good sacral and root vid. Um, shit. Okay. Sacral chakra meditation. Um, yeah, I'd probably say you might want you could do this one. It's a guided meditation and shit. Affirmations. Yeah, this could help. Right here, that could help. You know what I'm saying? So this video by Sacred and Bloom. That shit might help you. Let's do root chakra. What this one looking like? I don't know what that one's doing, so I can't recommend that one. Let me see. What's this one about? Okay, I'm seeing the subtitles though. He and what enter your spine. You know what? I'll say try one of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, this one might be the banger though. This one might be the banger. It got 10 meeting your guys. Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what? You might like this one actually. Has a lot going on inside this shit. Okay, try this one. Try that one by Petra Zinkmund. Yo, if y'all try out any of these, comment on they shit like, yo, Genie Dot shouted you out in the video, gang. You know what I'm saying? Flood these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Also, yo, y'all be asking me about like different podcasts and shit like that. Like if I'm gonna go on them. If y'all want me on a podcast, you gotta spam their comments, gang. Now, granted, there are some times when y'all do like, yo, get Genie Dot on. They'll just like ignore the comment. I've seen that. We're like, they'll like every single message, but the one that says get Genie Dot on. I don't really care. My point is the fact that if y'all want me on some shit, spam the podcast niggas, gang. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be asking me because I can't just be like, hey, put me on there. But if y'all want me on there, y'all gonna have to be in them comments. Them bars. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. What are red aliens called? Depends because there's several ETs that can have red skin. There's this Asmari, they have red skin. There's Martian beings that have red skin. 10 days travel with that could do 8 hours. I'm dead. I would try it for the one time. I'd try it for the one time. But we hitting on 2 hours and stuff like that. I did want to say I did have a couple. I did not share any of these goddamn messages. But one thing I'll say is number one, follow the different signs that you see in your life right now. Because actually, let me say this. People on YouTube are great, but y'all need to stop putting niggas on YouTube above you, including me. Like, don't ever put me above you. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit. And it's actually pissing me off. Here's why it's pissing me off. A lot of motherfuckers, bro, love getting in niggas' comments, and y'all and niggas love regurgitating shit. It's like y'all like I hate when niggas be in my comments saying a teaching from somebody else which they never experienced. I need y'all to start following your own spiritual path and trust the signs that you receive. You don't need other people to confirm certain shit for you. Let's say you had a certain experience, right? And you know it was a goddamn OBE, but you have this one guy saying that wasn't an OBE. That was just a astral projection. That was just a dream. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what it was for yourself? Follow that. Okay. Your music goes. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you, my guy. All lies and your signs are gonna be yours. It's gonna be specific for you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what these other niggas say, including me. Like, you might ask me a question about some shit that you went through, and the answer I say might not resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take that shit. Y'all need to start trusting yourselves, gang. And we need people to stop just like that's when I can't stand in my comments, bro. I hate when niggas try to be in my comments telling me other people's teachings. Like, bitch, not bitch. That number one, I understand the person's teaching better than you do. Number two, you never experienced that shit for yourself anyway. Like, tell me about your experience, gang. Because this is what I want to see more. I want to see more people having their own unique experiences. Understand that all of like one thing about my boy Fourth Eye, y'all might know my nigga Fourth Eye. If y'all know him, shout out my boy Fourth Eye. Fourth Eye be saying he's like, yo, it's like we all have different pieces of a puzzle, and nobody want to put they pieces together. That's a fucking fact. Instead, niggas trying to get the same puzzle piece. Stop that shit. Like, even when it comes to leaving the construct and all that other shit, right? I get the desire to do that shit, but like there might be an experience that you could have where you go beyond space and time, but you see it in a whole completely different way. One time I did it and I was seeing shit as cubes. Yes, I have several videos about this. You know what I'm saying? We are all our own universe, yes. But yeah, y'all like niggas need to stop trying to have the same experience as everybody goddamn else. You feel me? Like if you want to do that, that's cool and shit. But it's like you might you might leave your body and leave space and time, and you don't see it as a construct. You might see it as some whole other shit. I need you to have that experience and give some more insight that we don't have on YouTube. Right? Have your own experiences and follow your own signs. Follow your own signs of alignment. What's for you is going to be for you. It's not going to always be for everybody else, and vice versa. You see niggas share shit online. Sometimes niggas share shit online that was only meant for them to see. It wasn't meant for y'all to be having that shit. Follow your own signs. Follow where you're guided naturally. Not what other niggas tell you to do, bro. Y'all gotta stop putting. I'm not saying y'all, but people gotta stop putting people above them. Stop having all these authorities over you. Like I said, even including me. Like, nigga, I am not your authority. You are your authority, and I can't tell you about your experience better than you can. Granted, I might be able to see that you're trying to do something like you might try to leave your body, and I could tell that you're messing it up, and I could help you with that shit. But over time, bro, you got to trust yourself. Like, if I resonate with you, that's dope. I'm just a guide. I'm just simply saying this is still your path. You got to walk your path, but while walking this path, I might be able to help you over here. But you might get to a certain part of your path where I can't help you and nobody else can. Nigga, help yourself and stop letting motherfuckers act like they know more than you all the goddamn time. Yes, some people might have more experience in certain areas. Yes, that's true. And you should respect people that might be able to help you. But there's also parts of your life that are meant for you to experience that other people just haven't went through. That's yo shit. Follow yo shit. Begin to also see beyond stop, like, don't be so focused on what you're seeing in the physical. Look at what's popping up inside you. Look at what's resonating inside of you. Right? Focus more on that shit. Niggas love looking at the world to determine what type of shit is happening. Nigga, fuck that. Fuck seeing a shift in your outside world. Nigga, see a shift inside of yourself first. See a shift inside of yourself first. Focused on how you're shifting. What's inside of you? Are you thinking positive? Are you feeling like you're in 5D? That's what the fuck matters, nigga. You are the shift. You are the shift. Every single one of us, we are the shift itself. Us shifting shifts reality. Focus on yourself more, and also begin to build certain boundaries that respect your vision. And here's what I mean, right? We are infinite beings. We have infinite potential. But if we want to experience one of these potentials, we need to focus on that one potential. So I can do anything, but right now I'm focused on YouTube, coaching, and that type of shit. Set boundaries around the vision that you have for yourself. If you have a vision for yourself, don't accept shit that goes against that vision. And that includes authority figures trying to tell you about yourself and what you're doing inside your life. Fuck what they gotta say, nigga. If you want to do that shit, you do that shit and have boundaries where they can't tell you what the fuck to do with this part of your life. They might help you with other shit, that's cool. But for this one goal that you have, that's for you. That's your vision. Protect that shit, right? And set up boundaries. Stop playing into habits that go against your vision. See, as Earth is healing, nigga, we're healing, right? And one of the things that we got to heal from is always needing somebody above us. Niggas love it's like when you don't worship God, now you worshiping people on YouTube. Stop doing that shit. Stop. Hate that shit. Including, like I said, with me. Don't do that with me at all. And like, I don't get why more people who are in these authority positions don't tell y'all this shit. Like, some people do, some people say it sometimes, but this needs to be more emphasized. Nigga, we not, nigga, either we all are, either we're all prophets or none of us are prophets, bro. And I say this because niggas love trying to act like there's this one prophet and we gotta fuck with this. Like, no, stop doing that shit, bro. I'm sharing my message, other people share their message. Nigga, what's your message? What's your vision? Right? Set boundaries for your vision and actually live that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people influence you on the outside, and don't do bullshit that contradicts your vision. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Now, some stuff from the nature spirits was number one, connected with moon cycles. Tracking your emotions and your behaviors through different moon cycles. This full moon on next Wednesday and this new moon might be pretty powerful. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware you can actually use that to your benefit, right? Have more pure intentions with your life too. When you wanna build a certain life on earth, do it from a pure intent. And there's two aspects to this. Number one, don't act like you don't want to have certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop doing that shit. Stop acting like you're too spiritual for nice things. That's some bullshit. Ain't gonna get you nowhere. That's some bullshit. If you want nice shit, it's okay, but have it with a pure intent. Don't crave nice things because someone else has it and you need it, but do it because you want to feel comfortable on earth. Nigga, we want to be comfortable on earth. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting security. There's nothing wrong with wanting abundance. There's nothing wrong with wanting any of this shit. Go about it in a pure way. Be real with yourself and go after those things. It's okay. The nature spirits are cool with that shit. The spirits of the earth want you to build on earth. You don't gotta always try to escape some shit, right? If you want that abundance and shit, get that from a pure intent, though. Not be You don't get it because you saw somebody else with it. Just know the fact that inside your soul, you know that you want to have, like, for example, with me, right? Me and my girl, we have an apartment. We currently sleep in the same room. Our next apartment, we're gonna have different rooms. That shit's gonna look nice too. That's cool because we want that shit. And it's not like it's like, oh, other people, like, I don't want no goddamn mansion. I just don't need all that goddamn space. But like, I do want to have a nice fucking crib. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go on fucking vacation somewhere, if you want to just explore the world, there's nothing wrong with that. Nigga, experience is why we came here, right? We want to experience something. For some people, you might want to experience the world. That's fine. Now, don't travel because you saw other people travel and you got to do it because they're doing it. No, but like, if you feel the urge to do that, then do that shit. Like, go about your earth life in a pure way where you're being real with yourself and doing what you actually want to do, and actually have faith in the fact that you can experience these things. You need to believe that things are possible. If you want, if you well, for certain things you need to believe they're possible, because if you don't believe in it, you'll never do the shit that's required to get it, because you don't think it's possible anyway. It's like, if you don't think that you could fly, why would you train to be able to fly? You don't think it's real anyway. But once you know that it's real, you put in the effort. Have faith in what you want and actually take action towards that shit. You feel me? Yeah, woke does not mean broke. I have a whole entire live stream about how to manifest money. And if you're tapping in with your spirit, you're gonna find what value you have, and you're gonna learn how to share that with people. That's a fact. Let me scroll back up though. Appreciate. I love you. I'm really glad that you like the music, bro. I'm glad that you shifted. How do you feel about this Christmas? Like, is like, how do I feel about conspiracy theories? I feel like, don't bug your fucking mind out. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of this shit true, some of this shit not true. Take it with a grain of salt, right? Want to watch the live stream too? You like this? This is like the real live stream for you. Talk talk to my girl. My fault. But anyway, um, with all these damn conspiracy theories, right? If you find it fun and entertaining, that's cool, right? Like, learn about clones and shit. Oh yeah, that's whatever the fuck. But don't bug your mind out, gang. At the end of the day, remember why the fuck you came here and do that shit. Cause that stuff can be a distraction. People get lost in the sauce and start doing crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's I feel like, some of that shit might be cool to learn. Some of that shit might be, you feel me? But don't get lost in the sauce though. My higher self said the flash is on the way. That's what's up. I feel though for real. I was just telling myself that going with it is better for you. Yes, like niggas started this spiritual shit. Niggas started with this spiritual shit. Talk about some go within, but niggas keep forgetting to go within. I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Grinds my gears. Everybody like there's nothing wrong with having inspiration, but we have to stop dick riding people. You feel me? We need to stop putting people above ourselves and just hopping on their lap just because that shit sounded good. It's like, nigga, what do you feel inside of you? You feel me? We gotta stop that shit. People don't understand that once they start paying people to talk, that things are compensated. Yeah, or the things are compromised. LOL. Um, that is yeah, that is true. Cause now niggas start saying shit for money. When you start when you're able to get paid for certain information, you will start saying anything to get that bread. Niggas do that shit all the time. That's why we love you. You speak truth. I tried, man. I try. Word up. Facts. That's why I stopped paying. Yeah, yeah. All these different OBE astral projection debates. That shit is like so corny, bro. Like that, my fault. That shit's such a waste of time. But I get why people do it, because to them, it's not a waste of time. They feel like, bitch, this is life or death. It's like, bitch, if I don't teach that we're all trapped inside this bitch, we're gonna stay trapped forever. And it's like, you're gonna stay trapped forever, bitch. I'm already free. Fuck are you talking about? So like I get why they do it, but it's like niggas don't value peace. Niggas think that niggas have gotten to a point where they think that peace and love and just chilling the fuck out. They think that's some like that. They think that's like some bitch ass nigga shit. Niggas want to be angry and feel like they're fighting some battle. They want to be in war. I get it, bro. I had to learn shit. I mentioned this shit in a video about how which video was it? I think it was the video that I titled "I Wrestled the Angel of Death," where I was being shown to stop like fighting against life and stop needing conflict in my life. And I was saying in that video how I had to learn to quote unquote put down my sword, because in past lives, I was doing some warrior shit, and like I always felt a need to fight. We don't gotta always goddamn fight, but some niggas feel like, yo, like nigga, like we on the front lines trying to break the matrix, all this shit. Like they feel that energy, and I get it. I respect the intent behind it, but nigga, being at peace with yourself, actually caring about your sanity is way more important than all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole goal anyway. Like, to truly become free of all the bullshit, you got to free yourself from all the bullshit. And that mentality of I always got to fight, that's part of the bullshit. Because you feel a need to fight, you're always in a fight. That's why you keep on fighting. You're addicted to struggling. Stop that. I had to get over that shit, because nigga, it'd be times in my life where like, nigga, like, should it be peaceful? And now I'm like, oh, nah, like, what's about to happen? Some shit about to happen. Now I'm making shit that's gonna happen. Now, if somebody says the wrong thing, I'm like, oh, I knew some bullshit was gonna happen. Not that's the demon right there. And whether it's a demon or not, motherfucker, it don't even goddamn matter, because if I was just on some peaceful shit, it couldn't affect me anyway. Nigga, I'm looking for conflict now, like, oh, like shit going too good around here. Where the battle's at? Gotta chill on that. Gotta chill on that shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta chill on that, babe. LOL. Yeah, it was too real. LOL. But no, it's a fact though. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Facts. That's why, yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, you gotta save. Yeah, you gotta save yourself. Appreciate you. Worship no one. Dot said the same thing. Go within you yourself. Yeah, that's a fact. If you came in, yeah, we read that, John. I partially agree with that shit for sure. How badass do you feel when flying? I used to feel like an ultra badass. Now it's just like regular shit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of random, but in a world where you don't have money but are instead trying to value, how would housing work? Um, Maybe you have to build your own house. Maybe to get a house, you got to serve society and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It would work. It would work how it did back in the past. Like in the past, niggas had house like when you had tribes, different tribes had their huts and stuff like that, and different people got housing off the value they provided. You got to at least be funny. At least be at least be someone fun to hang around. You know what I'm saying? That'll get you a house. You feel me? Kind of random in the yeah, I read that. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta put that sword down. You know what I'm saying? You can have a sword on you, but you don't gotta always be clutching that joint. You know what I'm saying? You should do interview for OBE success stories from this group. I thought about stuff like that. I'm not fully sure if I want to do that yet though. But I do have the open floor as a thing on my channel that I'm gonna that's gonna become a bigger thing more in the future though. You know what I'm saying? Right now I've been getting guided to not fully do that yet, and I know exactly why. Because I've been learning more about myself and how like I've been learning more about chess myself and how I can better serve my purpose on earth. And inviting people on my channel right now is not what I'm supposed to do. I kind of need to get out certain unique perspectives that people just aren't really sharing. And then once I kind of get all them shits out, I'll start bringing people on here. You feel me? Um, yeah. Yo, would you fuck with if I suggest you to be on? I don't know who Sean Kelly is, but yeah, I go like type person like me, type person like me, bro. I'll pretty much go on anyone's podcast. Like as long as niggas not trying to argue with me, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not with the arguing shit. Like I'm not like and I'm cool with somebody like not like because like when speaking about certain experiences that other people have never had, they can't fully grasp like how real it is. That's fine, right? But like trying to argue, I'm not about to do all that shit because I don't care. Because the thing about me, I don't care if you believe me or not. Like whether you believe me or not, don't mean that this shit not true. You know what I'm saying? It might not be true for you, but it's true for me. And I experience the truth inside of myself, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing too. Like I don't care niggas believe me. That's why I don't care about like that's why I don't care about coming and going here being politically correct and shit. I don't care if I fucking curse and drop an F bomb and say nigga and because of that y'all think I'm not on some high vibe shit. I don't really care. Either you fuck with the message or not. You know what I'm saying? Get it how you get it. You feel me? I'm seeing Sean Kelly right now. Okay, where you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if he wanted to interview me, bro, I'd go on there. You know what I'm saying? Let me put the chat back up. What city am I in? Ooh, city? I don't know if I should divulge that information online. Damn, so if I'm boring, broke, and lazy, I'm gonna be home. Baby. If you're not providing no value, might be hard for you. You know what I'm saying? Gotta have something. At least be funny. At least be a chill dude to be around. At least give good advice. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said in the money video, right? It's women that have their whole life paid for just because they're pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like value is subjective. You know what I'm saying? If someone thinks you got value, they will support that. Yeah, don't invite people with different views. Yeah, yeah, right now. Cause it's like so I do want to eventually bring all kinds of views to the channel, but just not right now. Just not right now. It's not that I'm against it. It's just because I need to make my message a bit more clear. And I have to at some point make a new video about who I am and what the purpose of this channel is to kind of get my mission statement a bit more clear. So that way people know what I'm about. I appreciate you and information. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. You feel me? It's been over 2 hours by now, so I think I'm about to wrap it up right here. But yeah, bro, I might go live. Let me see. Tomorrow wouldn't be good. Friday, I might be able to go live. On my birthday, I might go live, but probably not. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to send me, if y'all want to give me a birthday present, bro, just like this video and hype it when it's uploaded. And if y'all want to do like super chats and donations, that's fine. But please do not feel obligated, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, like the biggest thing I care about is that y'all support me, bro. That's the biggest gift I could ask for. You know what I'm saying? If you want to financially support me, of course I'm gonna take the bread. I'm not gonna say no. You know what I'm saying? But don't give me bread 'cause you think that you have to give me bread. Like niggas is not with that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is not with that. So I can live in someone's house if I become their personal gesture goals. Hey, technically, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Um, Luffy gear found dead. But yeah, man. If y'all have any more questions, let me know. But if not, I'm gonna end it right here. You feel me? Might go live on. Let me check on Friday. I don't think I have any clients on Friday. So it might go live on Friday. Because low key going live is sometimes easier than making a video when I don't have specific topics. You know what I'm saying? Because I really did this for the Q&A aspect of it. I just want to talk to y'all and shit. So Friday, maybe, you know what I'm saying? I might go live and stuff like that. Appreciate you for the happy birthday and stuff like that. Yeah, your boy getting older, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to turn 32. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to turn 32. So yeah, your boy getting up there in age, but I'm about to turn 32 and stuff like that. You feel me? I'm 31 right now. Infinite gratitude to you, brother. You know I'll be around. A blessed evening. Appreciate you. 22. I'm dead. Nah, no. I am young. I'm lying. I'm not in my goddamn 30s. I'm capping. You know what I'm saying? I'm capping my ass off. But no, I'm not turning 22 though. I'm older. You know what I'm saying? I'm turning older than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 22. Or I'm not turning 22. You know what I'm saying? That's why I put my head down because I was about to start busting out laughing. Like, nigga, you're not no fucking 32, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, I'm not 32. I'm not turning 32. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not turning 22 either. I'm turning older than that for sure. Just lying for no reason. Yo, you frying my shit. Just lying for no reason. Like, just lying. Yeah, we do be connected Saturdays at noon. You know what I'm saying? This Saturday, I don't got a class plan only because I finished the Universal Body series, but I'm about to start a new series on the school. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and very well. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up right here. This was really fun. I love going live with y'all. Um, Appreciate all the birthday wishes. I appreciate y'all for liking. I appreciate the super chats that y'all sent and stuff like that. I might catch y'all on Friday. Peace out. You feel me?